Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going through a flow that is focused on our legs. So we're going to get some nice stretches going on in there. There's going to be lots of lunges, lots of like half splits. So yes, today we might need we will need a strap. So if you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, the strap that comes on the dressing gown, anything that sort of resembles a strap that's long enough. And let's begin. So today we are going to start in a lying down position. So placing the soles of your feet together, knees are fanning out wide. Let's lower our backs all the way down to the mat. The heels can be as close to your sitting bones or as far away as it feels comfortable. And if you need to, if it feels uncomfortable with your knees, just hang in. Maybe you can place some pillows or some blocks underneath your knees for a bit of support. Let's gently close off the eyes. Let's place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, and just begin to focus on the breath. Not changing it, just notice it. Notice the air as it comes in and out around your nostrils. Notice if it feels short or long. Notice how smooth it feels. Now we're going to begin with a count. So let's inhale for the count of 4 and exhale out the mouth for a count of 5. Good. Keep going like this. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we inhale, I want you to feel your belly push your hand higher. Feel the belly rise. And as you exhale, feel the belly button draw towards the mat as the belly deflates. Inhale, feel the lungs, feel the belly rise. And exhale, feel the belly button melt towards the spine. Nice. And from here, we're going to let go of the counting just for a moment and bring our awareness around our heart center. See if you can notice our heartbeat. Now once you've found your heartbeat, we're going to try and sync the breath to the heartbeat. So inhale in for the count of 3 heartbeats and exhale in for a count of 4 heartbeats. This time we'll just inhale and exhale through the nose. Taking your time here, keeping your awareness on your heart center. Let's just take 2 more rounds here. This time, inhale and exhale. Good, nice. From here, gently flutter your eyelids open. Place your hands to the outside of your thighs or your knees and gently bring your knees together. Bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice loving hug, rocking yourself from side to side. Good. We are going to straighten the left leg out nice and straight, pointing those toes and really squeeze that right knee into your chest. Now this is where we're going to take hold of our belt, so wherever it is, just make sure you've got it close by, not like I did. Lovely. From here, we will unravel the belt, Place it around the base of your foot, stretching your leg up nice and straight. Now very gently, we're going to pull the leg towards you. Nice and gentle stretch here, pushing the heel up towards the ceiling, bending into the elbows. Now you don't want to pull too far to begin with, because we're still at the beginning of our practice. Just take it nice and gentle, just so you can feel a nice gentle stretch through the back of your thigh, the back of your hamstring. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, release the knee down, hug it back into your chest. On your next inhale, bring the left knee into your chest, giving yourself that warm, loving hug again with both knees. We'll switch sides to straightening the right leg out, hug the left knee in, point the right toes. Nice, take hold of your belt, place it around the base of your foot on your left side and begin to straighten the leg up. Heel is pointing towards the sky. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, gently pull the leg towards you, finding a stretch that feels good for you. Breathe into it. We're here for 3 breaths. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Inhale and exhale one more time. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Release the knee back down. Hug the knees into your chest. Place your belt to the side. Just rock gently from side to side. When you are ready, we'll very gently rock ourselves all the way up. And we're going to come to find a tabletop position. So hands are going to come up beneath your shoulders and knees are going to come beneath your hips. We'll just take 3 cat-cows here. So let's inhale, arch the spine, pushing into the hands to make sure you're not sinking into the shoulders. Arch your back, gazes forward. Exhale, we round. Pull the belly button in towards our spine. Nice. Inhale, arch. And exhale, we round. One more time. Inhale, arch, gazes forward. Exhale, we round. And gently come to find a neutral position with your spine. And from your neutral position, I want you to very slightly tuck your tailbone. So you're pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Think about a very mini round. This is just going to engage our core. So from here, we'll reach the right leg out behind us, pointing those toes. As we exhale, bring the knee into the nose. Keeping both hands down for now. We inhale, we reach that leg out, gazes forward. Exhale, round, knees to nose. One more time. Inhale, stretch the leg out, point the toes, pushing into the hands. Exhale, we round. Inhale, we reach the leg out. We're going to step the right leg out to the right side of the mat. The toes are facing forwards. So we're coming in to our pre-gate pose, I'm going to call it. So keeping the hands on the floor for now. We're not going to lift up just yet. We're going to very gently take a few pulses backwards and forwards with our hips. Now everyone's different, but you might feel a nice stretch on your inner thigh just at the top. If you don't worry. I'm sure you will find a stretch somewhere in this practice. Good. So from here, we're going to just reach our hips all the way back now, taking a pause. Find a place where it feels comfortable for you. So maybe your hips come all the way back to sit onto your heel. Maybe your hips hover a little bit. Now there is no right or wrong, so don't worry if it doesn't feel good to get your hips all the way back. It might just feel better if your hips are hovered. On your next inhale, pushing into the hands, lift your hips back up. Walk your hands towards your body, lifting the torso up, arms sweep up nice and high. As we exhale, taking a side bend to the right, left hand reaches over. Good. As we exhale, we're going to circle the left hand around. So we're drawing a semicircle. Come to find our left heel. The right arm follows, reaching back, taking a back bend. Nice. Inhale here. And exhale, circle your way all the way back, placing the hands down onto the mat in front of you, stepping that right knee back in, finding your tabletop position. Inhale, take a arch with the spine, gazes up, pushing into the hands. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. One more time, inhale, arch. And exhale, we round. Come to find that neutral spine again, so that slight tuck of the tailbone, engaging off the core. Reaching the left leg out, nice and long, point those toes, gaze is forward. As we exhale, we're going to bring the knee into the chest, round the spine. Inhale, reaching the leg back out, keep those toes pointed. Exhale, we round, knee to nose. Inhale, we stretch it out. One more time. Exhale, knee comes to nose. Inhale, stretching it out. Nice, from here, bring that left foot out to the side, toes are pointing forward. Finding this pre-gate pose, I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing. And we'll come back to those pulses. So shifting the hips backwards and forwards as far back as you would like. Maybe they're just little pulses, maybe you want nice and big pulses. Just finding a movement that feels good for you today. Take one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we shift the hips all the way back as far as it feels good for you. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. As we inhale, pushing into the hands, bring your body forward. Walk your hands in towards your body, reaching those arms up. As we exhale, right hand reaches over to the left side, taking that side body bend into our gate pose. Take an inhale to prepare. Sorry, I can't talk this morning. And as we exhale, draw that semicircle with the right hand, circling all the way around. Come to find your right heel, left arm follows, finding that back bend. Inhale, and exhale takes us back to find the mat. Hands come down in front of you. Bring that left knee back in, coming back to your tabletop position. Good job. From here, we're going to shift the weight forward. Maybe we walk the knees back slightly, and we're going to come into a modified chaturanga to begin with. So keeping the elbows hugs in, bending all the way down, letting your chest come towards the mat. Body lowers in one straight line. As we inhale, roll the shoulders back, peel the heart and chest off the mat, gazes forward, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, lift the knees, lift the hips up. Finding your way to a downward facing dog. Maybe we take a pedal out of the feet, lowering one heel down, lifting the other, alternating it back and forth. Maybe we add the hips in, rocking them from side to side. Just taking a movement that feels really nice for your body today, this morning, whatever time you're practicing in the day. And when you are ready, we'll very slowly take a few footsteps forward to find our way into a forward fold. So knees bend here, body melts onto the thighs. We drop the head down. The hands are going to come behind the shins or the thighs, hugging. And very gently, we're going to straighten the knees as much as we can keep that connection with our chest and our body on our thighs. So it doesn't matter if you can't straighten all the way. I'm just more looking for the connection and a straight spine. One breath here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we rise all the way up, arms sweep out to the side, palms come overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take an inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, taking that forward fold, so hinging from the hips, keeping the spine as straight as possible. Let's make sure we don't lock into the knees. We've got a nice soft bend in the knees. Release the head down. Inhale, flat spine, gazes forward. As we exhale, step the right foot back, the right knee comes down, sweeping our arms up. Let's find our low lunge. Good. Now from here, you can take a few movements if that feels good. You can drop the hands down, just waking up the hips. And once your hips feel nice and warmed up, woken up, we'll place the hands down onto the knees, interlacing the fingers, and we'll just shift our hips forward and down. So we should find a nice stretch through that back, hip and thigh. Breathe deeply here, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale one more time. Inhale, and as we exhale, begin to straighten the left knee, pushing the hips back. Now before we come all the way back, check in that the hips are nice and square. So I want the left hip to be pulling back and the right hip to be pulling forward. Continue to straighten the left knee, coming onto the heel of the foot if that feels okay. If not, you can keep the toes down. Folding forward, finding your halfway split. So here you might want some blocks either side of you to lift you up, or you might feel fine having your hands to the ground. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bending back into the left knee. This time we're going to heel toe the left foot to the outer edge of the mat, bringing the left hand in to finding a lizard pose here. So we have a couple of options. If this feels enough for you, we can stay here. If not, we can come down onto the forearms, maybe one, maybe both. If this feels good, we can begin to open up the left knee, bringing the left hands very gently, push it out, opening the chest up to the left side. And if you want to take it that one step further, it's completely optional, you do not have to do this. We can begin to bend the right knee, taking hold of the right foot, finding that really deep quad stretch on the right side. Good. Now if you're here, if you want to, you can come onto your hand here as well. You don't have to stay down onto your forearm. One more breath wherever you are. If you have got hold of your foot, we're going to release it back down, coming onto your hands, and walk the left foot back to the center of the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the back knee, and begin to shift your hips up, straightening the left leg. So again, we have options. You can either come onto the heel of your left side, dropping the right heel down, or you can keep your left toes on the mat, whichever one feels good for you. Just taking a nice deep breath in, exhale all the air out. Again, checking in that the hips are nice and square. So imagine we're pulling that left hip back, right hip forward. Good. As we inhale, let's bend back into the left knee. Sweep those arms up, high lunge. Exhale, grounding into the left foot. Take a nice big powerful step forward, finding our way to a warrior three. Arms sweep behind us, or they can come to heart center. Nice big deep breath in. And as we exhale, straighten up your body, lowering the right foot down to the mat, finding our way to a standing position. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, we fold forward. Take an inhale, find your halfway lift, gazes forward, hands can come to the thighs, the knees or the shins. As we exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Let's step the left foot back, the left knee comes down. Low lunge on the right side, sweeping the arms up nice and high. Gazes up. And let's take that little bit of movement here. So maybe you want to take the circles with your hips. Maybe you just want to pulse it backwards and forwards. Seeing what feels good. And when you're ready, let's interlace those hands over the right knee and just shift the hips forward and down. Now, if you have knee problems, be careful not to bring your knee too much past your ankle. If you don't have knee problems, honestly, it's totally fine to do that. One more breath, inhale and exhale. As we inhale, begin to straighten the right knee now. Checking in with those hips, they're nice and square. Maybe we come onto the heel of the right foot. And then we'll very slightly fold forward. If you can fold all the way down whilst keeping your back nice and straight, amazing. If you can't, it's totally fine. I still can't do that. Nice big deep breath in. And exhale all the air out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. As we inhale, bending into the right knee, let's heel toe the foot to the outer edge of the mat, finding our lizard pose. So again, either staying right here, either coming down onto the elbows, pushing the right knee out to the side. Maybe we take hold of the foot. Whichever one feels good for you today. If you're taking hold of the foot, check in that we're not rounding or lifting the hips back up. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, release the foot if you've got hold of it. Coming back onto your hands, lifting the chest. Foot comes back to the center of the mat, gazes forward. As we exhale, tuck the toes, begin to lift the knee, pushing the hips up and back, finding that pyramid pose. Again, seeing what feels good for you. Maybe we want the back heel to come all the way down. Maybe we want to come onto the heel of our front foot. See what feels nice. For me, I actually don't like coming onto my heel. I find it very painful on my heel, so I like to keep my toes down. One more breath here, inhale and exhale. Inhale, bending into the right knee, making sure you're on the ball of the back foot, sweeping the arms up, high lunge. Really ground into that right leg. Reach your arms up nice and high. Inhale. And as we exhale, we find our way to our warrior three. Nice breath here. Find your balance. Find a point in front of you that's not moving. Take an inhale. And as we exhale, we come to find our way back to a standing position. Amazing. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, let's fold it forward. Hands come to the mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to thighs or shins or to the ground. As we exhale, hands come back to the mat. Let's step it back to a plank. Pause here for a breath. So here we're going to have an option to either drop the knees or keep them lifted, finding your own way into a chaturanga. So as you exhale, shift the weight forward. Lower all the way down, find your way all the way down to the mat. Not round your shoulders. Bring your shoulders back, peel the heart forward and up, cobra. As we exhale, finding our way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach that right leg up to the sky. As we exhale, right knee comes to the right wrist. We lower the shin down towards the mat, so the toes are coming towards the left wrist. But you don't have to be in a complete right angle here. It's okay to have your heel slightly closer to your hip. Nice, so reach the left leg back, and I want you all to turn around and just check in with your left leg. Check in that it's in line with your left hip, it's not coming out or it's not coming in. Nice, the hips are coming forward. Let's walk the hands behind the knees, lift the chest up nice and proud, gaze up. And as we exhale, we melt it forward, finding a resting pigeon. So you can either keep your chest lifted like what I'm doing, or you can come all the way down to the mat, resting your forehead down. We're going to take 5 deep breaths here. So inhale deeply through the nose, and maybe we exhale fully out of the mouth. One more breath here, inhale and exhale. As you next inhale, let's lift the chest up, pushing into the hands. So tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, really push into the hands to lift up and step the right foot all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg reaches up nice and high. As we exhale, left knee comes towards the left wrist. Lowering the shin down, finding the space between your right hand and your right hip for your foot. And walk the right leg back. Good. Let's check in again with that right leg. Checking with the toes, are the toes pointing back. Then we'll walk the hands behind the knee, lifting the chest up nice and proud. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, melt it down. Let's take those 5 breaths in our resting pigeon. Maybe if you've got one handy, you can place a pillow underneath your head, your chest, just to see if it feels good for you. Last breath here, inhale and exhale, we are out. As we inhale, we lift the chest back up. This time we're going to sit onto our left hip, swing the right leg around and come to find yourselves down in a reclined position. Legs are going to come out to the side, hands are going to come out to the side. Take any final adjustments here that you need. Ready for your Shavasana. breaths together, taking a nice big inhale through the nose. And exhale, sighs out. Inhale. Exhale, sighs out. One more time, inhale. Exhale, sighs out. Come to find stillness in your body here. And take this moment to notice how your body's feeling. Do your legs feel longer? Do they feel more stretched out? How does your mind feel? Does your mind feel more peaceful, more relaxed? Allow the body to completely drift away, soften and relax. And when you are ready, begin to reawaken your body, wiggling your fingers and toes. Maybe you rock your head gently from side to side. Let's take a nice big stretch, reaching the arms up above the head, pointing the toes. And as we exhale, bring the knees into the chest, giving ourselves a nice warm loving hug, rocking gently from side to side. And in your own time, in your own way, very slowly come to make your way back up to a seated position. Keeping your gaze low or your eyes closed. Let's sweep those arms up above the head. Gaze follows the hands. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Bowing our heads in gratitude. Thank you so much, and namaste. Thank you so much everyone for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed that flow. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. If you guys would like to join a full-length class with me, I teach an online class on Monday evenings at 6:30 p.m. For details, just give me a message. And hopefully I will see you back on the mat race soon. Thank you very much. Bye.